11:40 p.m. Good morning for some of you. For me, I'm still in the same day. We met earlier. It's a continuation. We are continuing to study from the book, The Cashflow Quadrant, step number 2. Let me first say hello to you. Number 2. Let me first say hello to you. Getting here, I have to make sure everything is ready. So I have your questions ready. Wait. I need to cut off the sound. Okay. I have to remember, after all this, there is some money to get. I have questions for you, 3 questions ready. So is everyone here? Because if you miss it, you miss it. I'm checking to make sure we are all here because I'm about to start reading. Okay, I gave you an assignment. Let me see. Welcome, Joram. I saw Joram. You came really early. Good. Welcome, Doreen. Welcome. Let's see. Oh, we have up here people. Okay, Kalema Kiwewa, doctor. Are you still there? I saw you, but I was still preparing the questions. Welcome, Doreen. Welcome, Sandra. Welcome, Charles Wasaja. Alaska, Sandra Zulaika. Aula. Okay, I gave you an assignment to find out. Actually, today is going to be tricky because I'm about to start reading the book. I know some people came on and off. They may miss it, but let me take a moment as we wait for them. Good morning. But it's still not morning for me, still night. 11:42 as I'm speaking. Okay, let's see. I gave you a question. I said, and for those of you, please, when you come and watch this later, especially if you have not been part of this at all, it's because of the book, The Cashflow Quadrant. We've been studying this book left and right, and now we are on the action steps. It was written by Robert Kiyosaki. At the end of it, he gives us 7 steps. He calls them. Let me read exactly the words he uses. He calls them the 7 steps to finding your financial fast track. And we are studying these steps. We are going one by one, taking action. We are on step number 2. We started on it, but we didn't finish. We are continuing. We're doing this live. So in the other step, in step 1, when he said, mind your own business, we started on an income statement, our own personal financial statement. And we recorded. I asked everyone to record their income and their expense. I hope all of you have your records, your income and your expense. Some of you were lucky to be in black or green. Some of you were in red. Some of you were in orange. So some people said they were in orange. I said, what is orange? Okay, so that's the background to this. Okay, taking a moment. Yeah, that's the background to this. So when I came today, I put in a question. Welcome, Janet. Welcome, Musa Lwanga. I put a question. I said, go find out, because I like people to participate. This is real life stuff, real life information. Believe me, there are people who are adults. They even went to college and everything. They have degrees, but they don't know this information we're talking about. That's why we're having problems in the whole world. So we are doing this in a way that it can benefit us. It's not just reading a book, but taking action. Now, I put in a question. I said, as you are waiting for me, please Google and understand the difference between the financial rat race. That's a common term, rat race. People use it a lot, but do you know what it means? So the financial rat race and the financial fast track. And I said, add your answers here. I was preparing and I gave them some work to do also. So I'm glad you put some answers. The reason I even asked you to find this, because as we read today, Robert has a diagram in this book. And really, only if you're holding the book, it's hard to understand, to follow. So if you really can have access to this book, go do that. Because it's in the links and the description. This especially can be shipped to you. The links in the description, Amazon.com. The audio, you can, I don't know how he explains this in the audio when he has diagrams. I don't know how he does that. But I know that if you can get the physical book, that would be the best. Links are in the description. But for those of you who just want to watch the videos I finished, I finished 94 and we added 2. Now we have like 96 videos, although I'm not giving them numbers now. We are taking the steps, okay? So let's see the answers. Some people Googled. Sandra says, financial rat race applies to anyone who felt stuck in a financial grind and frustrated with no time for their own wants and hobbies. It's not even just wants and hobbies. I think even the needs are not met sometimes. Let's see. Is that so you're all going to Google and got the same answer. So essentially, the rat race applied to anyone who felt stuck in a financial grind and frustrated with no time for their own wants and hobbies. This, I think, assumes that even the needs are met. I think for some people, the needs are not even met. So let's see. Joram said, financial rat race is the same thing you all got. Financial rat race applies to anyone who felt stuck in the financial grind. There was no different answer. Why you all got the same thing? Okay, let's see. Financial fast track refers to a situation leading to a rapid advancement or a change in someone's career. Career? Not money? Really? Then I think we need to Google again and say the definition according to this book, according to Robert. I think this answer, I don't like Joram, this last part. It's not, it's okay, it track, but not, we're not talking about career. We're talking about money. Assuming money means career is the same thing? I don't think so. So Joram, I don't know, that one. So let's see, Doreen again. Financial rat race is when anyone is stuck into a financial grind and frustrated. We got that already. I'm trying to get something different. There's not something different. Let's see. Financial fast track. That's by Doreen. Is designed to help qualified students secure customer service and proposition. No. Please. I wish you got the real definition of what Robert is. I think we should have put the name according to Robert Kiyosaki or according to the Cashflow Quadrant book. Do we want to try again or what? I don't know. No, we didn't get the financial fast track I was looking for. The rat race, we tried. Financial rat race is being stuck in a financial grind and frustration. We understand that. Now I'm going to poll you, the one thing, you just woke up. How are you feeling? Are you in a financial rat race? Put me, rat race, declare it, because we're about to get ways to change it. Me, rat race. Me, I wouldn't say I'm in the rat race, but I'm not in financial fast track either. Me, rat race. Okay, let's see. Financial fast track and financial rat race is the path of money flowing between the two sets of books. Yes, but I don't know, they still didn't open. If you play that game, you know, I said I'm going to figure out a way to bring that game on this channel. I don't know if you can bring it. Because when you play it, when you are in the rat race, like everything keeps going around. You can't get out. You just make money, you pay bills, make money, pay bills. If you are lucky to pay even the bills, you can't even finish the bill. You keep doing that. How many people in the world are doing that? Stuck in the rat race. You cannot even, you're figuring out, okay, now I brought in 1,000, I have to pay this, I have to pay that. You go back, then you borrow some, then you pay some. That's the rat race. It just keeps circling. Now, when you are on there, it's really, it's like this. But when you get on the fast track, the way he did the game, you jump off like this. And then you're driving cars and you're doing, it's really fun to watch it. Now you are happy, you have some money, you are buying properties, you're doing all this. That's the financial fast track. You get off the rat race. You don't have to worry if you have any savings. You don't have to worry if I will pay that bill. You are who's put financial rat race? Please put rat race on your name. Let's see. Rat race. I remember when we said the red, we declared the red and black. Can you declare whether you want? I don't think any of you is in the fast track. I don't think so. On the fast track, you are rat race. We are rat race. Circling. Okay, I'm about to read now. Who is the timekeeper? Are we, who is leaving? Who has something to do really in the next, because we're gonna need like 45 minutes. Let me see if you have anyone rushing with time. This is a different kind of session. It's in the morning. Yeah, rat race. Let me tell you, almost the whole world is in the rat race. Although they may not think so, I mean, a large percentage is in the rat race. The people not in the rat race are very few. Yeah, rat race. What do we do? Okay. Who is the timekeeper? And I need to know, do we have anyone here who doesn't have 45 minutes? At least 45 minutes. Do we have, in fact, 1 hour? 1 hour from now. Anyone who doesn't have an hour? Because we have to read, and there's an exercise. We need to put in some numbers. We have to do the question at least 1 hour. So we could say 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20 minutes. Do we have anyone who doesn't have a whole hour? Put I don't have an hour in the chat. If we have someone like that, so we see. If we don't have a financial constraint, we do it good. I'm telling you, this is good information. I think Kathy missed what we are doing. She's leaving a message for me. Kathy, if you're watching this, you missed yesterday. You don't know why we are here. Okay, Doreen, are you the timekeeper? Anyone without an hour? I'm about to start reading. Put about 20 minutes on, maybe 15 minutes on the reading. 15 minutes reading. About 20 minutes doing our exercise, and then the rest for doing the questions. I need to know the timekeeper before I start reading. Okay, put 15 on the reading, and then we're gonna do our numbers. We need to go to that exercise of income and expense stuff, some goals there. We'll put maybe another 15, and then we'll go to the questions. Okay, when you are ready, especially those who want to win some money, you better be really ready. I'm about to read. Put ready for reading only, because I need to know that everyone is listening. Ready, so I start reading. That's it? So those are the ones participating? Because if you are not ready at this point, it will be hard to answer the questions. By the way, thank you. I'm very proud of you for waking up. True go-getters. And I'm proud of myself to be awake at almost midnight. This is for go-getters. Okay, let's see how many people are ready. Because if you are not ready, it will be hard to answer the questions. Okay, I'm starting to read now. Remember, we are doing the 7 steps. We finished first step, which was mind your own business. The second step was, which we started yesterday and we are continuing today, take control of your cash flow. That was number 2, and we are continuing with it. Okay, welcome online. I don't see Salma. Where is Salma? Is Janet one of the ready ones? Because if you are not ready, you are not going to do this. I'm telling you. Is Janet busy? Moonlight. Is Janet busy? Today I woke up like having that feeling that I'm a true go-getter. Yay! Yes, yes, yes. And I'm telling you this information. Keep it, keep it. You remind yourself when you are 40 years later or whatever, you see that this changed your life. Because if you start seeing life this way, you're going to do things differently. Okay, I'm starting to read. You remember yesterday we ended when he explained good debt, bad debt, income and expense. and he was telling us how the, like, if it's an income this side, it's an expense on the other side. You pay your rent, your landlord sees it as income, you see it as expense. That's when he talked about the two sets of books. It's continuing now. He says, subheading, the financial fast track and the rat race. The concept of two sets of books, which he was explaining about one with income becoming one with expense, he's continuing with this. The concept of two sets of books can be used to show you the financial fast track and the rat race. There are many different types of financial fast tracks. The diagram below is one of the most common. It's the track between a creditor and a debtor. But you cannot see this diagram. But you think of that example that I just gave you. That when you pay rent, your landlord is very happy. They got income. This is an expense. That pattern keeps going. The debtor and the creditor. So he has a diagram here showing a debtor's financial statement and a creditor's financial statement. But the other one is really not feeling very good. The one in the rat race. Remember, we talked about how the in circle. So that's what that diagram is about. But I'm skipping. If you really care about seeing the diagram, you really have to get the book, or you Google. If you Google this, I think there is an image somewhere explaining it. If you Google the data, the financial fast track and rat race in images of the Cashflow Quadrant book, I think you'll find it. So if you come later or even after today, go online and study. You have to study it. It has so many things going on. Okay, now he said, do you know the difference? No. He said the creditor, no. Let me read some notes here. He's put that this diagram is simplified. That's what he's saying. If you take the time to study it, your mind will begin to see what most people's eyes do not see. You will see the relationship between the rich and the poor, the haves and have-nots, the borrowers and the lenders. I'm going to read that again. When you study this diagram, remember I told you it's showing how money flows from the poor, the ones who have the assets, the ones who have the stuff, you pay and then they take the money, you're losing the money, it's going. So he says, if you study this, you will see the relationship between the rich and the poor, the haves and the have-nots. Have means the rich, have-nots means the poor. The borrowers and the lenders. The borrowers are the poor, the lenders are the rich. But you have to see it in terms of, because the rich people borrow too. They borrow from banks. But we're talking about the other relationship. I think you understand. Those who create jobs and those who look for jobs. The relationship between the two. And he said the creditor will often say, because of your good credit, that will be like in these developed countries where they use credit, we will, those countries that use credit, some may not be developed, but if they have that credit system, because if you have, I talked about this in the book, I was explaining that they track you, depending on how you pay your debt. If you are good, then they rate you, they say you are good. If you are good, they chase you around, trying to lend money to you. So they will say, because of your good credit, we would like to offer you a bill consolidation loan. Or would you like to open a line of credit just in case you need some extra money in the future? What's the line of credit? A line of credit is, for example, if you have a house, or maybe you have a business, you can say open a line of credit and say, okay, we'll give you up to maybe $10 million, whatever amount. It's not a large amount. And they say you can use it. It's open. But then behind there, you offer them something. For you, if you're in Africa, you can say, like someone, the bank says, give us your title. The title or your land title, and then they give you a line of credit so that you can access it anytime you want. It's like it's your money, but actually it's not. It's for the bank. So here, you could take your house. They put your house, you're backed up by your house, and you get a line of credit, you get so happy, you go shopping, you travel, but you could lose your house by doing that. So these are the words they said to you, that he was saying, they will say, because of your good credit, we would like to offer you a bill consolidation loan. That means if you have so many bills, they consolidate them together and put them like it's one bill, and then you pay it off, you pay them off. Or would you like to open a line of credit just in case you need extra money in the future? I think you understand. It's like a trap. They are trapping you. Okay, do you know the difference? That's I moved out from that now. I'm reading a subtitle. Do you know the difference? And by that, this is the last part of reading. The rest is like taking action. The path of money flowing between the two sets of books is what Rich Dad called the financial fast track and the financial rat race. For one to exist, so must the other. Hence, there must be at minimum 2 financial statements. The questions are, which statement is yours? Which statement do you want to have? This is why Rich Dad constantly told me, making more money will not solve your problems if cash flow management is the problem. The people who understand the power of financial numbers have power over those who do not. That's why step number 2 to find your own financial fast track is take control of your cash flow. You need to sit down and map out a plan to get control of your spending and minimize your debt and liabilities. Live within your means before you start to expand your means. I'm going to read that again. You need to sit down and map out a plan. I'm telling you, very few people do this in your life. You need to sit down and map out a plan to get control of your spending and minimize your debt and liabilities. Live within your means before you start to expand your means. That's big. That's big. I'm not asking a question about that, but don't worry. I just noted it as I was reading that's a huge statement. If we all lived life like that, the world would be happy. We'll be happy people. Now I'm going to action. Action. So how did we do with the time? Okay, Kathy, you missed something yesterday. We didn't finish. We had to come again to finish this. Welcome, Salma. Welcome, Ali Nasser. That's the new name. Okay. Tell me about the time, Doreen. How are we doing? How is the time? Are we okay? Because I'm getting to action before we get into the questions. We have to take some action together. I'm waiting for you, Doreen. Okay, so now put 20, maybe 15 minutes. 15 minutes, let me look at my time too. Maybe 15, those 3. Okay, all of you got your statements. Remember those statements where you put your money, the money coming in and the money going out? Because he's now saying take action. So we are taking action. Let's put 15 minutes on that, then we go to the questions. When you are ready, you found your income. Remember, we did the income and expense. Put it ready because we are going to go back and create a plan. There is something I skipped last time when we were doing that, and I said I'll continue with it. So that's why we're going. We are creating a plan, and the plan is going to, remember today I titled it Reducing Your Debt, How to Reduce Your Personal Consumer Debt. We're going to that. In case you have any loans, any debt, you borrowed some money, it's going to show you how to pay it off. So I don't see a response. Do you have your papers ready? Income statement, please. Because if you don't, I don't want to go back to something we finished. We recorded our income and we recorded our expenses. Do you have it? It doesn't matter what age you are. Just have these concepts and grow up with them. And believe me, if you take them seriously, your life will be very, very different. So let's see. Okay, then if some were not here, thank you, Joram. Then for those who are not here, think like this. This is what we did. How much money is coming in right now to you every month? You need to get a paper, a notebook, something you not lose. This is financial, he's teaching us in this book. And this is, people pay for this kind of information. You go to a financial advisor to advise you something that looks simple, but it's not. Okay, how much money are you bringing in every month? If you don't have any money, put 0. I said if you're a student or you get money from your parent or something, as long as it's constant coming, that's your income. Put it there, and then how much are you spending? Like the way you spend your money. Doesn't matter. You pay for transport, you pay whatever you pay. Put the amount you make and take away the amount you spend and see what you get. If you had 1,000 on top, that's the example I used, and you spend 800 in a month, you have 200 left. That means you are in black or green. We call it black or green. If you're making 0 and you find yourself spending 200 a month, you are in the red. You are in the red, negative 200. If you bring in 1,000 and you spend 1,000, you are what we call, you break even. If you didn't know what that term means, it's studied in economics. I first knew about it in economics. When someone says break even, a business, it breaks, is break evening. Oh, is that good English? Break even, that means equal, 0, 0, 1,000, 1,000. That's break even. If you're breaking even, that's good. It's fair, it's okay. What you bring in pays all your bills. You don't borrow. If you borrow, that means you're in red. Okay, clear? Now we are going to add on some plans. Hopefully you have somewhere to write. And all these are because of Robert Kiyosaki. He's teaching us. We are going a little bit backwards because we are taking action, and I said we didn't have enough time. That was the first day. So I have to go back there, then bring it forward to where he is today. So he's saying, have 2 kinds of plans. Have a 5-year plan and a 1-year plan. Okay, have somewhere, put my 5-year plan, my 1-year plan. When you are ready, put in ready 1 and 5, ready 1 and 5. That means you have a space. We are going to write your 5-year plan and your 1-year plan. I need to do the same. I need to participate. Let's see. I need to create the same as you are doing it. 5-year plan. When you are done, write in the chat. Done. 1 year, 5 year, done. 1 year, 5 year, done. Just a heading. We're going to put some numbers. 1 year. Okay, ready? 1 and 5. If you're done, ready and 5, you have somewhere you're going to put your plan. Remember, we're all different. We're not the same. I don't know what your dreams are, but we're going to, I don't know what your life is like. Okay, we have 1 year, we have 5 years. But for some reason, he starts with 5 years. So he says, this is you. Remember how like we do the I am affirmations and stuff? Like we say them like in the present, right? He says, I want to increase cash flow. And you know when he says cash flow, he means, you know, he's calling it passive income. But I don't think many of us have a passive income. But he says, I want to increase it by so much. Like the passive income is what comes in without you going to work every day. Like you have a rental property. I explained it. Like for that, all of us, some of us who are online, you sign up for people are paying subscriptions and you get a commission every month. That's the money he's talking about. But I'm going to modify it and say, no, let's just talk about the real money. The real money, like going to get a job. Because we don't have passive income, only if any one of you does. Any one of you has a thing that brings money every month? Let me ask. Maybe I'm assuming too much. Do we have a person here who is having money flowing into them without them going to work? Anyone? Just put me passive income. Because that's what he's talking about. That have a goal of increasing it to a certain amount per month. But me, I'm modifying it to say, let's just create the regular income. They call it what? Is it the earned income? Earned income the one you go out to work. So you put down that my 5-year financial goals are, I want to increase cash flow, but we're not going to do the way he did it. The normal money that you go out to make, to so much per month. I want to increase it to so much per month. Have you put your amounts? Dream big, dream big. Remember, it's a 5-year plan. He's on a 5-year plan that you want to increase it per month, going forward. From now to, we're in 2021 to 2026. You have this goal of increasing money per month so much. But he called it passive income. I'm calling it just earned income, the normal money. Okay, the one you done? Okay, now he says, the next statement you are making, you are in the 5-year. I want to have the following investment vehicles in my asset column. Okay, how are you planning to invest your money? Do you want to put it in real estate? Someone asked me what real estate. I said buildings and houses. Okay, do you want to put it in real estate, in stocks, in businesses, in commodities? Where do you want to put this money? Because he wants you to save it. To invest it. Okay, I wish I could ask you. I really want to know where you want to invest it. Where do you want to invest your money after you make it? Where do you want to put it to grow? Remember? Let's declare that one here in the chat. Because you can say, I want to save my money. We talked about things. Like those of you, most of you today, you are Uganda and Malaysia, mostly Uganda. Let me address Uganda. We talked about how you could make passive income. Like you could have, tents in Uganda, tents. People who have a function happening. You can say, you know what? I'm going to buy tents and I'll be renting them out. Because that's passive income. You bought them whenever okay, no. It's passive income, but in a different kind of way. Not like automated or whatever, but whenever they take the tents, you make some money. That would be a good thing. Or chairs, or plates, or something that you rent out and it brings you money. It will fall in the category he was explaining. Like you invest one time and money keeps coming. So I'm giving you ideas. What else could you do? Chairs, you could rent chairs, plates, you could do what? Put. Okay, put stocks, are you sure? You can do stocks. When you do stocks, you can do what they call penny stocks. Do you know what penny stocks are? Okay, business. Okay, good. You start in business. Well, okay, cryptocurrency for Salma. Let's see, building, rentals, buying and selling, landing. By the way, I'm talking about passive income. Passive income is the example I was looking for. Where you buy something and it keeps bringing money. Brings in money. You invest one time, it brings in money. Because when you're talking about, like, for example, stocks, you're going to, they keep going up and down. You buy a stock, it's up and down. You hear the stock market keeps going up and down. Aula, you put stocks. Let me tell you about stocks. When a company is starting out, like they're just going to be publicly traded. To buy stocks, you're actually buying into a company. You're buying a share, okay? So when businesses are small, they're just starting out, the companies, they don't allow them to get on the big stock exchange. They call them blue chips or whatever. I hope I'm explaining this right, the way I understand it. Those experts, when you come here, I'm not an expert, but this is what I know. So they don't allow them in the big market because they don't trust them. They're like this. They say, you just started a business, are you sure? So, you just declare you want to become public. So what they do, they sell them very, very cheap. They're called penny stocks. Penny stocks. Let me write it for you here. Even investors. Okay, good. Okay, penny stocks. So those penny stocks, they are cheap, like $1, cents, like the way they call them cents. They are really pennies. In America, the coins are called pennies, the smallest. So they're called penny stocks. So Aula, you could go and buy some penny stocks So if I come to you and I say, you know what, my company is going public, you can buy some stocks. But because you don't trust me, you don't know how I manage business, you don't know where it's going, they are very, very cheap. But there are people who have made a lot of money because they invested in penny stocks. You could say, it's just $1, I'll buy it. It's just $2, I'll buy it. So if you keep buying the $2 one, $1 one, mix them up, maybe one of them will go big. I talk about the story of 50 Cent. You know 50 Cent, the singer, rapper, that he invested like that in water. It was a water company and made him millions. I don't know if that's exactly true, but I heard the story. You can check it. 50 cents. He invested in water, like starting out. So when you invest in a company starting out and you buy these little cheap, it can come big. You can become a millionaire. Who wants to do that? Oh, time. Time. Who wants to buy penny stocks? Did you understand what I just explained? When it's penny stocks, it's a company selling shares, but very cheap. Because it's starting out. No one is trusting it. It's maybe a new product or something. Okay, yes, I saw the time. We'll move. Okay, who is going to invest in penny stocks? I was trying to, I like them. I like penny stocks. My 1 year. Okay, we did the 5-year plan. We said how you're going to increase is secret. You know, I said dream big. That's my only 2 cents to you. Dream big when you are putting down that plan, the money you're going to make. And then you decide where you're going to invest it. Now, the 1-year plan. I don't know why he started with 5 years. That one's A, this one is B. My 1-year financial goals are, you want to write down your 1 year. Now, 1 year from now. Like by December next year, okay? I want to decrease my debt by, assuming you have debt. I don't know if I want to ask you. Have you borrowed money? Does anyone want to declare here? You have some loan somewhere? I think you are okay. Have you borrowed from a friend? So he said that I want to decrease my debt by, okay, you can say I want to pay it off by that time, if you have any debt. And then he says, I want to increase cash flow from my assets per month. Now remember that cash flow he was talking about? He says he wants you to say you want to increase it every month. Increase it. Okay? You put the amount. You want to increase it every month. Who said me? Okay, we are okay, meaning what? Moonlight and Salma were responding to what? When they put me. What was that? I was asking. Okay, now he says, after I do that, you just put, remember we did the 5-year plan, now we went to the 1-year plan. The 1 year says, I want to decrease my debt by so much. Now I'm saying you pay it off. By 1 year, you should pay it off. I don't think you have a lot. And then I want to increase cash flow from my assets to so much. Remember those assets you created over there? Okay, now he's saying, you make a statement to yourself. Using my 5-year goals, I'll complete my financial statement again to show how to look like 5 years from today. Oh, that's why he did it like that. He wants you to go back to remember how we started, and some of us were in red, green, red, green, and orange, or black. He wants you to put in those figures. Those figures. Imagine now that 5 years later, you've made that money. In fact, let's take a moment to do it. 5 years later, you made these estimates. The money came in. How are you now? We are projecting. Who wants to do it? Or maybe you don't want to do it. If you don't want to do it, I'll skip. But he's trying to show you where you want to be 5 years later. According everything if everything happened, those estimates that you just put, do you want to do it? You want to do it, or you want me to continue on? I'll give you a moment to put in your numbers. If you at the beginning you had 1,000, I've been using 1,000, and then you estimated you want to make more, maybe 10,000. He wants you to put it in now, and then see where you are 5 years from now. Because time alert, oh my God, okay. Oh, the penny stocks, yeah. I was explaining penny stocks. They're interesting. You could risk your money into 10 stocks, maybe one will pick up. So he says, after now that you know where you are financially today, remember the one we started with, and have set your goals, the ones we've done today, you need to get control of your cash flow so that you can achieve your goals. I think you get the idea. In other words, he wants you to take action. By the way, you need to know that I was reading that from number one, not number 2. Take control of your cash flow was number 2, and now I'm going to the action plan for number 2. Are we together? So he started by going back, now taking action under number 2. He took you back to what we just did. He said, review your financial statements from step 1, which we just did. Determine which quadrants or cash flow quadrant you receive your income from today. Remember the quadrant? The E, S, B, I, E and S on the left, B and I on the right. But I haven't even mentioned it. I always remind. Okay, for those of you who don't know what a cash flow quadrant is, you have to go watch my other videos. He says, on the left we have employees, the earned paychecks, we have self-employed people and small business owners on the left. Then on the right, we don't have the image now, this is live. On the right, we have the business owners and the investors. So he's saying, where are you? Where are you? Declare in the chat. Where are you? Where are you making your money from? Which quadrant? Oh, you put your moonlight, you put your in the BNI. That's great. That's where you put your estimate, your money that is going to come from there. No, he said today. He said, determine which quadrant of the cash flow quadrant you receive your income from today. Your income today. Where are you today? Okay, where are you today? And then he says, determine which quadrants you want to receive the bulk of your income in 5 years. Where are you today? Where do you want to be in 5 years? I want you to declare that now. Where do you want to be put today? I'm here. 5 years from now, I'm there. Assuming you understand the quadrant. Okay, where do you want to be? 5 years. He's asking you. 5 years from now, where do you want to be? Declare it. You know, God is listening. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? You can put E today, 5 years, business owner. I mean, the large business owner, the B. You know, we know the difference between a small business owner and the large one. When you are self-employed, don't call yourself a business owner. You are just self-employed. You got yourself a job. But when you are a real business owner, you can go on vacation for a whole month and the business is still running. Then you are a business owner. People are working. Okay. Or you want to be in the B? Okay. B and I. Okay. That's good. Moonlight, that's good. Declare it. We may have to come back 5 years later to find this chart, to see what people declared and what happened. Okay, you want to be a business owner? That's good. I would have thought you said you were going to stocks. What's going on? You said B, then put B and I, because you talk stocks. Okay, today, B in 5 years. Good. And remember, if you've been following the lessons, he says you have to be a business owner before you become an investor, because you have a good knowledge. Good knowledge of investing in businesses when you know how businesses run. Aula. B, then I. But you can start on I slowly, like those penny stocks that we talked about. Okay, let's see where everyone wants to be a business owner. How come when I call you all this time to come join me, I don't see you? You know I'm a business owner. I'm not like the big B, but that's where I'm headed. That's where I want to go. I call you, let's go together. I don't see you. You should be coming to learn business. Okay, good. Omar wants to be B. Okay, now he says, now that you decided you want to be B or I, begin your cash flow management plan. Remember, today we are talking about cash flow management. Now this is the action step for today. By the way, there are many. How much time do you people have? He's giving you the steps, although I can explain them and move them quickly. This is going to take us another like 10 minutes. Okay, are you ready? Oh, yes, Aula. If you do that, because by the time you invest in those businesses, you'll be able to analyze. Remember I told you about the penny stocks? If you know, you have business knowledge, when someone comes with their company and they say, please invest in my company, you look at it and say, that's not good, because it's like what they're putting together. Remember, Robert told us about systems. A business needs systems. You look at, they don't have systems, you say, no, I'm not putting my money in that one. So that's the knowledge you need for business to use to invest. Okay, Aula, that's for you. Okay, now, who is ready to take this plan from the cash flow management? He's giving you steps to take action. They're not so many. They're just actually A and B. A and B. For those of you who are planning to answer questions, let me see. I hope I didn't confuse you. We mixed in a lot of things. I hope I didn't confuse you. Remind you that we talked about the financial fast track and the rat race. And we talked about, okay, knowing the difference between those two. Yeah. Okay, who are you ready? Okay. He wants you to take 2 steps. He called them when we are doing the cash flow management. A and B. There are 2. A and B. Which is right now he calls it number 4 because he went backwards. He said review. Number 1, take action. Maybe I need to go back again, but I don't expect questions in this. I'm just reviewing for you. Take action says review your financial statements, the ones you need, the income and expense. Determine which quadrant you are in right now, and then determine which quadrant you want to be in. Most of your money to come from in 5 years. Now, after I do those 3, now number 4, we are taking action about the management, the financial management. Okay? It says A. Please expect questions from what I'm saying right now. So begin your cash flow management plan by A. The step number 1 is pay. A, he calls it A, not 1. A, pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. You are learning to manage money, okay? Your money, your cash flow. So pay yourself first. He says what he means by that, put aside a set percentage from each paycheck or each payment you receive from any source, other sources. Deposit that money into an investment savings account. Once your money goes into the account, never, he uses capital words, never take it out. Never take it out until you are ready to invest it. Is that very clear? If you make $1,000 a month, I'm talking to someone in USA, however much you make, that one we recorded, he's saying, take off a portion, maybe 10%, put it away, never to touch it. He said NEVER in capital letters. Never take it out until you are going to invest it. Is that clear? And says, congratulations, you just started managing your cash flow. Who can do that? Tell me, who can do that? Who is going to do that? Remember the money we started with? He's saying, take off a portion, whatever you decide, whether it's 5% or 10%. We had this discussion normally when I ask people, okay, should we save before you pay your bills? And according to him, I think he told us in this book, he did it. You continue with your plans even when the money is not enough. Did you understand that? Please respond to that. Do you understand what he's asking you to do? And will you be able to do it? Because what happens, what makes it hard to do, is if you bring in $1,000 and then you find yourself that, oh, this month I have more things to take care of, then you don't save that time. But he's saying, doesn't matter what is going on, you have to save it. You have to save it and not touch it. Let's see. Yes, you can do it. So what happens when a child gets sick? A child is sick in the hospital, you don't touch it? Those of you who are parents, you don't touch it? What about someone, your friend is wedding? Your friend is wedding, you have to contribute to the wedding, you have to dress up nice, you don't touch it? You don't touch it. Let me see. No? Are you sure? I think this is what I would say. This is my 2 cents. And you're okay to respond to what I'm about to say. As you are putting this away, that's for investment. Then you need to have savings, another kind of saving for emergency. Hello, yes, you came. Salam, salam. Kasim Wenji, you made it, you made it. Good to see you here. Okay, who agrees with me and who is following my thinking? If you make 1,000 a month, and according to him, you put away 10%. In fact, I suggest, in the bank, they can automate this for you. Okay, all of you, doesn't matter where you are. If you go to the bank and you say you already have a checking account, or what you call a current account or checking account, you can say, today I'm here to open up a savings account. And please, every month, move this amount of money to the other account. You can put a standing order in the bank. You know what I mean? They can do it for you automatically. That move so much from this account to that account every single month. It will be automated. You won't even see it. And you know what some people do? They don't look at the statement. They don't look at that second account. Once you declare, please put away 1,000 every 15th of the month, put it in that account. You don't even touch it. You don't even look at the statement. You don't even want to know. Who thinks that's a good idea? Because it's a good idea. It's called the forced saving. You automate it, it's gone. Now, you need to make sure you have emergency fund too. The emergency fund is different. That one you can say another 10% is for emergency. Emergency, for people who do it right, they say you have to have at least like 8 months of emergency. What that means, if you are sick, something happened, you didn't go to work, you are not able to work, you have enough money to pay your monthly bills for, they say, okay, 6 months, 8 months, some pay at least 3 months, but I'm saying even if you have 3 months, it will be great. Okay. You touch a little? What do you mean? No, you don't touch. You don't touch, Sherifa. You don't touch. So who supports what I just said? Because this is important stuff. Who is going to open up a savings account for saving only? You know, what this does is it shows you how behind you are. It shows us how behind we are. Because we don't have savings, we don't have emergency fund, we don't even have enough to pay our bills. So we wake up. We have to wake up and start creating some money. You know, you can create money. You can create money yourself. Okay, who followed what I said and who wants to try it? Who wants to do that? You got the bank, Aula. You got the bank and open up a different kind of account. This is for investment from our plan, the plan we just made. And you say, please move so much. The bank will do it for you automatically. Move so much from this account to that account every month. They'll do it for you. Yes, it's automated, and let me tell you, don't take a look at it. Don't look at it. You can even tell them, don't send me a statement on that one. You keep it, you don't look at it, don't think about it. It's right there. So when you are ready to invest it, that's when he said, that's when you touch it. You want me to read it again? He said, put aside a set percentage from each paycheck or each payment you receive from other sources. Deposit that money into an investment savings account. Once your money goes into the account, never take it out until you are ready to invest it. Who is going to do this? Who is going to do this? You tell the bank, they'll do it for you. You don't have to be the one moving the money. They'll do it for you. You say automate it. please take so much from this account to the other account. But you need to know that you have to put in the money. They cannot automate something that's not there, right? So it has to go. The best way is to make it around the time you get paid. If you don't get paid at the end of the month, let them take it soon. As soon as the paycheck comes in your account, they take it while it's still there, before you spend all of it. Okay. I'm not getting, I don't see any much enthusiasm. Who is going to do this? Because if you did this and you're like 25 or 22, can you imagine how you'll be when you're 50? If you got this kind of thinking, yes, go do it. No, Lawrence, you are new. But no, please, don't say I'm a student. If you didn't know, a bank can open up an account for you as young as I don't know what age. You just need to go with an adult. And if you are over 18, if you are 18, you can open up a bank account. So please, the student, we don't hear, student is not an excuse. Not to make money, not to manage money, it's not an excuse. This message is for you. You are new here, Lawrence, Bazale, there is student. You know, for us, we see student as like, oh, something missing. No, you are an adult already. And if you are under 18, you go with someone else. You go with a parent or guardian to open up an account with you, but it will be your account. So that's no excuse. That's no excuse. You go, open it up. In fact, some parents, what they do, I remember, okay, here in USA, I opened up my daughter opened up her first account when she was, I think, 9 or 8. In fact, the way they were doing it, they teach the children, they were 4th graders, like primary 4. They were learning to do the opening of the account themselves. So they were doing the whole thing in the school. The students will go and open up, and it's the accounts, the students themselves who are processing the process of creating the accounts. So from the age, I think 8, she had an account. So you can have an account in the bank, but it's a savings account. Okay? Go ask whoever you want to ask. The bank doesn't say you can't have an account because you're a student. You can have an account, but if you are under 18, they can say you have to have someone else sign it with you. But if you are 18, you qualify to, or you can do all the privileges of banking. Okay? Don't try it. Just do it. Just do it. And for those of you who already have accounts, go automate it. Go create another one. Invest the one for investment, and don't trust yourself to put in the money. You know, who said touch it a little? Someone put it, was it Sherifa? You said touch it a little? No, you don't touch it. Sherifa, he said never. He put in the capital letters. Okay, I'm going on the third one. No, the next point he said number 4 was begin your cash flow management plan. And he put point A, we finished it, pay yourself first. That's what it means. When you hear people say pay yourself first, that's what they mean. It doesn't matter what's going on, there's a wedding, there's a funeral, whatever is going on, pay yourself first. Make sure it's gone, you don't touch it until you are investing it. Okay, number B, there were 2. The last one is B. Focus on reducing your personal consumer debt. When they say personal consumer debt, they mean if you are here in USA, they are talking about credit cards and all that. But for you, if you ever borrowed money from anyone, that's how I'm going to simplify it like that. But these steps are for anyone who has credit card debt. If you are watching this and you are in a country where you have credit cards, this message is for you. But I want to simplify it for those of you in the chat. He's talking about if you have any debt. You have debt somewhere, you borrowed. He's telling you how, showing you how to pay off this debt. Okay? I'm going to go really quickly because I think it makes more sense for someone with a credit card. If you don't have a credit card, this is easy because he's showing you how to pay it off. Pay off if you borrowed from someone. He's going to give us tips. He's giving us tips. There are 6 tips. Focus on reducing your personal consumer debt. When you're talking about personal consumer debt, they don't talk about large loans. They're not talking about if you have a mortgage or those big ones. No. He's talking about the short term. The following are some simple tips for reducing and eliminating personal debt. You think about this as if you owe someone any money, okay? Tip number 1. He's saying if you have credit cards with outstanding balances, discipline yourself to use only 1 or 2 credit cards. I think, you know what? Because I know many of you don't have credit cards, I don't think I'm going to take you through this. Anyone who has a credit card, they can afford to go buy this book. I'll just say, go buy the book. He's giving you 6 tips to go to how you reduce the credit card debt. But it's about when they talk about, okay, pay off this balance and go make some more money and pay off that and keep paying this. Those steps are common. The financial advisors say them. But I'm not going to spend this time teaching you this because it's relevant to you in the chat. I'm saying those people who come and watch this and you are like from USA, please go find the book. He's teaching this in the where he says take action, in the 7 action steps. Step number 2, he's teaching you how you can pay off credit card debt. But I'm not taking you through this pain because if you never had a credit card, it won't even make sense. So there's information here, but just know for those of you who are watching me right now, that there's process of cash flow management. He's saying it takes 2 steps. Number 1, pay yourself first. The one we just did, automate your savings. Then number B, focus on reducing your personal consumer debt. The only tip I get from you is to say that in what he's explaining, he's saying if you're going to pay off debt, you need to create another income. Like go out and work something that can bring some extra cash every month so you pay off the debt. So if you have a loan somewhere, you borrowed money from someone, he's saying figure out a way to make some extra money and pay that off and clean it out so we can deal with the other more important things. I'll stop there, I think, because if I went through those 6 steps, it wouldn't be fair to you. The people who is relevant to, they can afford to get this book, they can get the book. Go find the links are in the description. You can go, audio is free, but I think if you're going to use this advice, you need the physical book. The physical book link is also there. Go to Amazon.com, and I think I'll save the time. Okay, they can go analyze it. It's like detailed. In fact, you have to take some time to understand it. Pay off the first one, a large balance, and pay off this one. And it's the process he's teaching. I'll leave that. Okay, question time. How much time do we have? The tip for you is to go pay off personal debt. If you owe money to someone, please go pay it off. Figure out a way to make some money and pay it off. The other tip was pay yourself first, create a savings account, and my tip was, he didn't say automate it. I'm the one who's saying automate it. He's saying don't touch it. Okay, ready for questions? I have 3. Those of you who want money, only if someone is really, really desperate, I may have to finish all this book and then add up and then send it. Because the time it takes, the process of adding it up and sending, it takes a moment. Okay, are you ready? Question, I have 3 questions. If you win the first 5 people with the correct answers, they win some money, $5 each. Joel, you wanted to use the card. I have these too. The Visa cards, you can use them online. But I think they have like $20, $25, so you have to win at least that for me to give you one. I give cash. Okay, ready? How many people are ready? I think today is going to be easy to win, right? We have fewer people. Oh, you don't want the card? You just want to do the video? Okay. But it will be good to use the card. You go shop online. Okay, ready? How many people are ready here? Let's say very few people are ready. Ready, ready, ready. Very few ready. Where are the rest? Ready. Okay. I don't see who. Okay. I hope I didn't confuse you, because while I was reading, I was mixing in my tips. I was going back and forth. Hopefully this is clear, the questions I have. Okay, question number 1. Remember the first 5. The first people to get it right. It has two answers. I mean, two things you have to say to give the answer, the correct answer. 2 things you have to say for the answer to be correct. If you put just part of it, you didn't get it. Okay, I'm ready. I'm reading. What is Rich Dad? No. What did Rich Dad? Remember, Rich Dad is the person who told Robert, the one in this book. So he quotes him a lot. And he just said, when I read, he said, what did Rich Dad call the path of money flowing between the 2 sets of books? What did Rich Dad call the path of money flowing between the 2 sets of books? Remember, we're talking about the rich and the poor, the money flowing. What did he call it? What did Rich Dad call the path of money flowing between the 2 sets of books? I said it, I read it at the beginning. But you see, if I say 5 people, this is not fair, because that's the kind of question you can copy from the first answers. Maybe I should, let me see. I may have to start like giving more people, no, less people, but more questions. I think that's what I'll do. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to give less people, like the first 3, but more questions. Because what do you think about that? Because it's easy to copy the answers as they come. If you wait for number 5, what do you say? I know the first time I suggested it, people said no, but I think it will be fair to the people who, although it's also not fair for those people who are always coming first and the rest don't get a chance. How could we modify it to make it better? Let's see. Because I don't want people to be just copying, waiting for another one to put the answer and then they copy. Financial fast track, financial rat race. Financial fast track, financial rat race. Okay, Zlaika, next time correct that spelling. It's track, not track like a truck, not like a lorry. It's like track, T-R-A. Financial fast track is all of you who are using the track. It's not track, because I wrote it, right? I wrote it for you at the beginning. That's the question we're doing. Financial fast track and rat race. Fast track, rat race. Rat race. Okay, now you see, Aula, it's rat race. If you are here earlier, I spelled it for you. Excuse me. Rat race. Rat race. A real rat, by the way. He's talking about a real rat going. He's talking about a rat. Okay, let's see. Financial fast track. Financial fast track, rat race. Track, rat race. You know what's good? Excuse me. Yeah. That's fine. We're learning. These are common terms here, and they're from him, by the way. People know that it's him who talks about those things. The rat race and the fast track. Okay. Let's see who was number 1. Now I'm going. All of you did well. Yeah, it's rat race. Ziwa, I was looking for you. I didn't see you there. But you didn't win because you said rat race. You gave only one part. Okay, number 1 was Doreen. I hope you don't mind if I just keep adding and saying what time. Number 2 was Laika. 3 was Sandra. 4 was Aula. Yes, the spelling. Number 5, Musa Wanga. Okay, I'm moving to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any complaints there? But you all did great, and I feel very good because we didn't have to watch videos. We're just doing it live. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not reading the book. The next question, are you ready? I'm just going to read. I'm assuming you are ready. This should be easy, right? Hopefully. Still, it has 2 parts. But you know what? Let me switch them. Let me make this. It has 2 parts. Let's make it number 3. Let me do this one. Is easier. Let it be number 2. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Please excuse me. I'm going to give 7 people on the number 3 and 3 people on this one. Only 3. Because I see the chances of copying. So this one, I'm going to give 3. I'll give 7 on the last one because it has more typing. This one is easy for someone to see what someone put and the copy also. So I'm after Sandra. Madam, you're missing out Joram. Let me see. Are you sure? Doreen, Zulaika, Sandra, Mugenyi, Musa. Joram is number 6. Okay, please check your charts. I see Joram as number 6. Who else sees the way I'm seeing? I see Doreen as number 1. I see Zulaika as number 2. I see Sandra as number 3. Aula number 4. Musa Lwanga number 5. Joram, I see you as number 6. Who can confirm that before I move on? Oh, okay. The one you had the answer, you brought that later. You had it? Oh, okay, sorry, Ziwa. You had twice, both of them. Sorry, I didn't see that first part. Okay, please confirm to me that it was actually Musa Lwanga number 5. Before I move on. The rest of you, let's hope for question number 3. I'll give 7 on number 3. But this one I'm giving only 3 people because it's an easy answer, and once it comes, others have a chance to copy. So let's confirm that one. I have to move on. It's midnight. It's coming to 1 a.m. my time. Okay, then it's confirmed. Joram, you are number 6. Okay, good. I'm reading this one. I'm giving 3. We'll give 7 on the next one because it had more typing. It's the less chances of copying. This one, we need 3 that first come. I'm reading. What is step number 2 of the 7 steps to finding your financial fast track? What is step number 2? What is step number 2? Only 3 people. I'll allow 7 on the next one. What is step number 2? Number 1 was mind your own business. What is number 2? The one we've been discussing. You know, it's funny because you are using a word I never used at all. You are all using something I never used at all. Where do you get it from? Ooh, I found that interesting. Because it's really funny. Do you know when I said some people can copy? I'm seeing it happening right now. Because you are all going to change your answer, but actually the only person who got it right was, you know what? I think I'm going to dictate today. I'm going to give it to the only person who got it right. And that was Musa Lwanga. And that's where I stopped. Musa Lwanga is the only one who got it right. I'll give up to 9 on the other side. I can't do that. You are changing your answers. If you disagree with that, tell me. Only Lwanga got it right. So if you disagree with me, tell me. But I'll add on the other one. I'll add more numbers. I'll put the 9 on the other side. I'll put 9 for the next question. You all call this statement. It was not about statement at all. We went through the whole process of making more money in the bank. It wasn't about statements. It was about the cash flow. So who disagrees with me? If you believe you gave the right answer at the beginning, not to repeat, not after you saw, it's okay? Yes, I think it's okay. That's why I say that allowing 5 people sometimes can be a problem. Because you wait to see what the other one put and then you remember. It was about to remember. Remember I said so many things tonight and I thought, that's why I kept repeating it. If you notice, I repeated it intentionally to remind you where we are. Okay, so good. Only Musa Lwanga got that, but I put 9 on the other one. Because you woke up every morning, early morning. I'm here also, 1 a.m. I want to make sure you win something, okay? What of mine? Let's see. Charles, what did you say? Oh. What time did you come? No. What time did you come? If you came after Musa Lwanga put the answer, I cannot take it. If you can, because you all started with statement until Musa Lwanga put it, then it started changing. I'm sorry, I can't take it because it came later, much later. Everyone changed it. Don't you see that everyone went and changed it? So let's move on. Only one person there. And congratulations to you, Musa Lwanga. Okay, now this one, please. This one, because you woke up, my intention is to write everyone, okay? When Robert is teaching us about this cash flow management plan, he told us to do 2 things, and I call them A and B. Please bring both of them together. That's where I spent the time tonight. He said, to begin your cash flow management plan, begin with A, which we did about open up the saving account and all that, and then B. A and B. Let's see if you can get it. Because I said talked a lot. Let me see if we got it out. We got it out. I kept saying he called them A and B. Write both of them together. Take your time. That's the ending. That's the end. A and B. Why, to control, if you are managing, the cash flow management plan he gave us. A and B. B is the one I didn't spend too much time on because I said it's more about the credit cards and stuff. But what was the message? Okay, Charles got it, but he got it late. Charles got it, but he got it late. He got it after much later. Everyone got it later. Charles, do you still argue that you got it? You really didn't look at Lwanga's answer? Let's see how you do on this one. Can I feel happy, very happy by looking at your answers? Because that means we are really doing a class right here live. It's not in videos now. Yep. I'm so proud of all of you. Okay, we'll come, Joram. Thank you for pleading for Charles. I'm so proud of you. Very, very proud. You know when they say, "What are you doing, Aula? YouTube is not liking what you're doing. What are you doing?" I think they thought you are like using the word bad words here. What are you doing? Is that your phone doing something? I'm so proud of you. I'm giving you a standing ovation. It's standing. They call it standing ovation to all of you in the chat because I'm happy and grateful that you got these concepts because I thought I was talking too much, that I was confusing you, but you actually got it. You got it, all of you. So I'm very proud, very proud. Do we have 9? Remember, I was giving 9. Let me see. How many do we have? We have, let me write, but I don't think we have 9. We have less, right? Oh, Joram got it fast. Joram is number 1. Number 2 was Joram. Number 1, Zuleika. Number 3 was Doreen. Number 4, I'm looking for 9, but I think we may not have 9. Doreen. Sandra, number 4. So it was the old way. I would have stopped at Kathy. Kathy, number 5. But now, remember I said I will give more to on this one. So, oh, Lawrence, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. So you got into this game and you got it. That's good. Lawrence, you have to find me in Facebook. You don't have my number. Find me in Facebook so you can enter into these records of ours. Please bring more friends, more people so we can do this. We learn a lot. Aula, number 7. Let's see. Do we have more than yes, Oma did that. Very good. Number 8, then number 9. Who did I say? Moonlight did that. Number 9. Do we have more? Let me see. We have just Charles, yes, number 10. Charles, I think let's see. Let me first finish this one. Yes, I didn't look at it. Just follow and see. I never changed. Oh, okay. So you argued. Okay, you got that right. Then let me give it to you. Okay. Where was that? Okay, number 2 then. We have give Charles Wasaja. Okay, you want it, and but it seems the people in the chat all wanted you to get it. So I added number 2 on the other question. We added Musa Rwanga and Charles Wasaja. Good job. Okay. Charles Wasaja here. You don't have to. I'm so proud of you. I think you clap for yourselves right there in the chat because you did a good job. This is a live class and the things are not very easy. I'm telling you. Very few people understand these things. Even when you come and say them like in front of people, very few people will respond to you the way you just did. So let's do it in the chat. Happy and grateful, smiles, chat, whatever you want to do. Congratulate yourselves because that's really great. Those principles, if you took them and applied them in your life and put a savings account, can you imagine, even if it was $5,000, 5,000 shillings, most of you are in shillings, Malaysia maybe, 5,000, and then by the end, even if you're a student, who was saying you're a student? No, it doesn't matter. When they give you pocket money, put some away. But automating it is easy. Or, you know what they do? You know those containers? The one, what do you call it? Where you put it in and it can't come out? It's the same thing. You put it in, you keep putting it in, and you say, you know what? I keep putting every month. and then I'll get it out at the end of the year, and then go save it. I mean, put it in something. Who wants to do that? That's the old children way of saving. Piggy bank. The piggy bank way. You force yourself. It's another way. Pig bank. Is it piggy bank? Yeah, save box. You put it in, but you can't open it. You don't open it until you say, you know what? I put in. At the end of the year, I take it out and see what I have and go save it. Slowly. If you start at your age is the way you are, you have a different kind of life, I'm telling you. So let's do this. All the money. Now, before I leave you, let me ask you to declare something. 2 things, actually. 2. Because we are going to increase income and reduce expenses. I'm going to start with reducing expenses. What are you not going to do again? What are you saying? I'm not wasting my money on that. I'll put money in my box on the savings account. Let me hear a declaration. Those of you in the chat, what are you not going to spend money on anymore? Let me see. What you are saying, you know what? Instead of spending $2,000 on that, I'll save it. I'm waiting. Oh, okay, Kathy, good. If you're doing that, increase some more. Remember, he was asking you to increase some more. What are you declaring not to do anymore? Right now, the way you are. Not later when you start getting a job, not later, but right now. You say, I'm not spending money on that anymore. Let me see. And let's see how much we can save from that. I'm waiting. I'm about to close it. It's 1 a.m. my time. Okay, declare, and if you can, put it in real amounts. Go down and say, no, I've been doing that every week. So every month it will be so much. If I put it away in a year, it will be so much. So it becomes real. Here we have a problem of buying coffee. Like people, they go to work, they pass by 7-Eleven or whatever place, they buy coffee. So you buy coffee every day, and then you went to get coffee, you find yourself buying some other stuff. You went to, instead of spending $3, you end up spending 10. You keep doing that every day. How much is that? So you say, I remember, I decided for my husband, I said, you know what, let's buy a coffee maker. We bought a coffee maker and put it at home. Because you get the coffee at home, you're not tempted to go to that place, pick up some coffee, and then you end up spending more money on something else. It solved the problem for many, many years. I can't tell you how much money that saved. Okay, I'm not doing what? Let me see. Oh my goodness, Musa, you are buying designer clothing at your age? Let's see. I'm not judging. Okay, big bank. Okay, let's see. I already do that. Good. I'm not wasting money on junk food anymore. That's Kathy. Musa, I'm not buying expensive designer clothing. That's the worst thing you can do. He had a name for those. Here. He called them doodads. Doodads. Let me put it here. He had a name for Musa. This is for you. He called them, I don't know if that's the right spelling, but he called them doodads. Things you spend money on that don't make sense. There's no value. Okay, you feel good in the moment, and then what? You are doing that impress to be like so and so, but then what? Because the example he gives of his rich dad, he's a driver, not truck. And the home he had, all this, but by the time he changed everything, he was buying brand new cars with cash, build her own house, not debt. Okay, so remember we're talking about delayed gratification somewhere. We're talking about delayed gratification. So Musa, if you've been doing that because of your friends or whatever, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Let's save the money. Okay, let me see. Who else? The same. Lawrence buying expensive clothes, that's useless. Not so useless, but if you are buying and you have a function, for example, there's the wedding, that means, but every day, no. Save every day, my box, yes. Doodads, doodads. Yeah, they are called doodads. So doodads, like people who buy expensive cars because they want to show off that they have the money. Wow. And here they buy them and then they buy them on loans. Because you buy it, maybe you paid cash for it, but on a loan, And guess what? They say a brand new car, when you drive it off the lot, when you get it to the road, it's already depreciated. By how much? It loses value immediately. The same day you take it out. The same day you remove it and take it home, it has lost value. You can't sell it again at the same amount. Okay. I didn't get a more declarations. Who else? What are you not doing anymore? I saw only 3 people here. I saw only 3 people. What are you not doing anymore? And the other thing, I said 2 things. What you are not doing anymore, and what are you going to do to bring in more income, more money, more money for yourself? What are you going to do to bring in more money for yourself? I invited all of you to come learn and partner with Anthony so you can learn to become virtual assistants. I'm very proud of you, Moonlight, because slowly I introduced the idea of you learning how to do thumbnails. Today you just showed the real thumbnails. You now can create real thumbnails. All you need to do is to be matched with the YouTube person who does videos. You can make money with thumbnails. That's what I'm saying. Learn something, then provide a simple service. Maybe you are designing a logo. Maybe you are doing like something you learn, or learn integration of things online. By the way, anyone who wants to go on Zoom right now, I can take you on Zoom. If anyone wants to show you this program, partner with Anthony, because meet 1 a.m., but I can give you like 30 minutes on Zoom. Who wants to go? If anyone wants to come on Zoom, I can set it up and give you the link. Because I can do it. What are you going to do to increase your income? Or even if you don't declare it, how much income do you have to make some more? Anyone wants to be on Zoom? I can set it up for you. Like for 30 minutes, you can be on Zoom. I show you partner with Anthony. Who wants to do? Or if you don't, I'll sleep. Anyone wants to be on Zoom? I can set it up here. 30 minutes or less. Interested or no? For those of you come later, please. The way I do my live, I'm communicating with my people in the chat. That's what this is all about. It's not too serious, but serious actually. It's serious information, but the format is casual. I'm communicating in the chat all the time. Hopefully you get out something. For those of you who are part of this community, you missed it, please just watch, just take action, go, do what you just did. Go to raise your income, your expenses, see where you are. Are you red or black? Then Robert is asking you to go figure out how to make more money, figure out how to save some money. Force yourself to save some money. I'll suggest a bank account, a savings account. You talk to the bank to apply, go have 2 accounts, the savings and the checking. Checking, savings, or what they call a current account. Automate some money. Tell the bank that please, whenever I get paid, around the time you get paid, automate some money to the other account, and you can tell them not to send you statements or something, whatever. If they send them to you, don't open them. Keep it until you are ready to save it. Anyone wants to go on Zoom or no one? If no one, I'm closing this. If you want to be on Zoom, put in the chat. I'll start a Zoom for you. I know it's late now. It's 9 a.m. in Uganda. It's 2 p.m. in Malaysia. I don't think there's anyone here from USA. Eastern is 1 a.m. Yes, daily. I'm coming. I didn't mention actually. Tomorrow we are going on step number 3, but the evening version. The reason we came here today is because we didn't finish. We didn't finish, and my intention is to finish this book by Thursday this week. That's why I'm doing this. And change the whole schedule for that. We need to finish it. And those of you who want to bring a video to talk about this book on Sunday, I have a list here. We can add on a few more. We need more people actually. All you have to do is say what you've learned from this book that you didn't know before, and the action steps. What are you taking action on? I have Doreen, Charles Wasaja, Zulaika, Sandra, Joram, Joel for the videos. Who wants to add their name here on the videos? I'll need those videos by maybe Friday. We didn't start recording. Joram, if you are available, you want to communicate with me, I'm still here. Or if no one wants Zoom, that means no one wants partner with Anthony. I'll close this. Joram, are you coming to communicate with me? I have some time now. It will be better than tomorrow for me because you see my schedule. If you are available, come on WhatsApp. Is he here? Joram, can you hear me? Okay, thank you all. Plan to be here again towards 6 p.m. If you're in Uganda, 6 p.m. If you're in Malaysia, around 11 p.m. We feel bad for you because it's really very inconvenient, but that's the time to do it. I'll try to come a little bit before 6 so we don't have to rush too much. Okay. Anyone wants Anyone wants to be on Zoom or no? Joram is not here anymore, right? If you are available, I can talk to you on WhatsApp. Oh, find me on Facebook. Sherifa Nakalema. When you go, ask to be my friend and then send me a message. I'm going to respond to you. If you want to do it now, do it. I'll respond and send you a link. Click it to get to my phone number. Please follow what I just said there. You click the link. Most people go in Facebook and start giving you their numbers from Facebook. You have to click a link. Okay? Anyone wants to go to Zoom or no? What do we do on Zoom? I show you this program of affiliate marketing, earning money online, and then I show you how it works. That's all I do on Zoom. And then I'm asking for Joram was looking for me, but I was very busy yesterday. Joram, if you're available, find me on WhatsApp. Lawrence, if you can do this quickly, I can deal with you also now before I sleep. You know, it's 1 a.m. my time. I'm in Virginia, USA, Eastern time. Okay, bye-bye. See you all tomorrow. It's going to be evening your time, coming to 6 p.m. Plan for that. We'll go to step number 3 in the book, live. Bye-bye.